The story begins with Joanna Staten, a rich woman who grew up spoiled and entitled. She expects to always get what she wants, no matter how unreasonable. She lives in luxury and acts like everyone exists to serve her. She is married to Grant Staten III, a wealthy and self-centered man. One day, while they are on a large and expensive yacht, the engine has problems. Because of this, they are forced to stop in a quiet coastal town in Oregon called Elk Snout to fix the boat.
Somebody call for a carpenter?
That's my wife's department.
You're the carpenter?
Yeah, Dean Prophet.
You're late. Try not to touch anything.
Oh, I won't.
Don't walk so close to me. My closet. Now you can see how inadequate this all is.
Excuse me, I was told that this was some kind of an emergency.
It is.
Most people who meet Joanna would describe her as cold and extremely unpleasant. She treats people badly, especially those who don't belong to her wealthy social circle. She is rude, quick to insult others, and impossible to please. She spends her time doing nothing useful and seems to enjoy ordering people around.
Must I specify that you are to pack good caviar and not this $1.99 fish bait? Carpenter?
Yeah.
You have exactly 48 hours. I suggest you get started. Watch him.
Je vous téléphone à propos
Boy,
du
she
petit
is really
Cézanne.
something.
I simply must have it. Now you do the bidding for me at the auction.
Those shows!
Grant, I'm on the phone!
I can't hear you, T-Rose.
After Dean finishes the work, Joanna refuses to pay him. She says the shelves are not what she wanted, even though Dean worked hard on them. Their argument becomes heated.
An oak closet? Huh. Why am I even amazed?
If you want one out of cedar, that's fine. I'll start all over.
So I'm gonna have to go.
Well, I'm not paying for your mistake. Because I wanted cedar.
You may have wanted cedar, but you didn't ask for cedar.
That's fine with me. Just pay me the money you owe me.
Captain Carl, start up the engine.
But I'm not going anywhere.
Later that evening, after another one of their fancy but uncomfortable dinners, something unexpected happens. Joanna accidentally drops her expensive wedding ring between two seats on the deck. As she reaches down to grab it, she loses her balance and falls overboard into the dark water.
Oh, my hair! Help!
Number 1, the world's best luxury yacht is owned by the
This is Wilbur Budd here at KRAB, the family station.
Seems a mystery woman was picked up by the Elk Cove garbage cow shortly after midnight. She seems to be suffering from amnesia. She has no recollection of who she is.
So we bring in no
Learn something every day.
No clues. It's just a little thing like that.
Not garbage, Dad.
We tell stories with our souls. We just don't sing.
When Grant learns she has lost her memory, he sees this as an opportunity to escape from her. Tired of being married to her, he lies and tells the hospital staff that he doesn't know who she is. He decides to leave without her, so he can enjoy a carefree bachelor life on his yacht without dealing with her constant complaints. Meanwhile, news about the unknown woman with amnesia spreads around town and is shown on television. Dean, who is still angry about how she treated him, sees her picture on the news and comes up with a bold and clever plan. He decides to get revenge by pretending that Joanna is his wife. He goes to the hospital, confidently claiming that the woman with amnesia is actually his wife, whom he calls Annie.
Annie!
Stop! This missing link person is not my husband.
Oh, Annie, please.
Annie.
Right?
No, that's not right. That's not my name.
We've been married for 13 years.
Wait. Don't you think there'd be some spark of recognition?
We don't know.
I don't believe it. He could be some stranger off the street.
Well, Nick, I've still got some of those postcards you sent me from Okinawa.
I need some proof.
I'm going to need some verification. She does have a small strawberry-like birthmark. Come to Daddy.
Dean's plan isn't just about revenge. He also needs help at home. As a single father, he struggles to manage the house and raise his 4 wild and messy sons. Since their mother passed away nearly 5 years ago, the boys have grown up without a woman's care. The house is in chaos and the boys are undisciplined. Dean hopes that by tricking Joanna into thinking she is Annie, she will do the housework and help take care of the children. Joanna, now believing she might really be Annie, goes home with him and tries to adjust to her new life.
Whoa! Hey, look who's home!
Hi, Mom. mine.
Oh, honey, I was sure you'd remember them. Well, that's about it, except for... Hey, she's been in there an hour. What did you guys get her?
Dresses.
Baby doll.
This garment cannot possibly be a part of my wardrobe.
Come on, honey, you gotta admit, you've lost a lot of weight.
Was I also shorter?
Yes, you...
I was short and fat?
Okay, in the middle, we got the twins. That's Greg and Charlie here.
Charlie and I get along very well, Mom. My twin brother and I are best friends.
Give it a try. What's his name?
Roy?
No, Travis. Sweet Trav.
Dean convinces her that she normally cleans, cooks, and takes care of all the house chores, so she gets to it in no time. But the real Joanna inside her never did anything and ends up unable to provide them with the dinner Dean anticipated. In fact, she doesn't know how to do anything at all.
Strange.
Look at me, Dad.
Nothing's happening.
You gotta light the burner.
29, 28, 27.
Way to hustle, guys.
That night, Dean went bowling with his friend Billy, and Billy asked how long he thinks he's keeping her. Dean says that the woman owes him money, and she will be working in his house a little over a month to meet what she owes, $25 per day. Back at home, Annie asked about their physical attraction in their marriage, and she is surprised to hear she was easy to catch starting from their first date.
I'm a slut. Nothing.
Oh, what? No boom boom? Baby? You see, honey, the reason you got a bad back is because the bed's too soft for you.
I'm a short, fat slut.
Joanna is completely lost, and she sleeps on the couch. The rest of the night went hellishly, as the dogs couldn't give her a break and she felt irritated. It was raining as well, and the house ceiling leaked. She barely felt warm, and she decided to grab several pots to collect the drips. It's funny how a rich, spoiled woman like Joanna lost her memory and is now a housewife in a house barely kept. Late at night, she dreamt of being her old fancy self and enjoying piano music, but she was suddenly woken up by Dean, who notifies her to get back to her responsibilities.
I don't care if they don't go to school.
Whoa! The boss is here! 7:15, let's go!
Stop honking!
Twin! Oh, twin!
She means you. Have a good day at school, honey. Your list of daily chores. See you tonight.
During the day, she tries to do some work and begins by feeding the dogs. Then she moves on to the house, which needs major cleanup. The kids are messy, and with the methods she thought were effective, she heads on and tries everything that could ease the work.
She needs food. This is fun.
Hey, guys.
She's been like that for an hour now. She destroyed the scarecrow, Ted. She ripped the sucker's head off.
Hey, baby doll. What's for dinner?
Dean never felt better, and he usually vibes with the kids. In no time, Annie feels okay, and she begins to do the house chores, while Dean plays with the kids. When Joanna wonders why there are no pictures of her in the house, Dean tells her they lost a lot of stuff during moving. He says it's possible, and while he is talking, he stands by the closet, which kind of sparks a memory in Joanna's mind.
And it's possible that,
The closet. Something's familiar.
We used to do it in the closet.
And I'm gonna look for the pictures first thing in the morning, okay? All right, good night, honey.
Late in the night, Dean went to his friend Billy and asked him to edit a wedding photo by pasting Joanna's face over the image of his real wife. When Joanna sees it the next day, she asks if she was ever happy in her life because all her pictures depict seriousness and confusion, not one with a smile on her face.
Wasn't I ever happy?
Well, sure, honey, lots. All right, now that's it. Are you satisfied?
Well, this is my life. I didn't marry very well, did I?
I love L.A.
I love all my starlets. Now, if that's my mother-in-law, tell her I'm not here. You're for Kim and Kimberly.
Joanna's wealthy mother is worried, not knowing her daughter is a slave to a bunch of strangers. Today, Billy has come over to the house, and she's expected to serve them all together. At first, she was massaging Dean's feet upon his request, and then she had to cook them something. Billy strangely stares at her the whole time, and she asks if it's not weird. Dean, being the rudest husband anyone could marry, tells her Billy, and she used to date in high school, and she was his sweetheart. He even curiously asks if her feelings are resurfacing when she looks at him.
That's good. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Atta girl. Thank you.
How about some chocolate cream pie?
I made chocolate cream pie. I loved it when you glued Joy to the toilet seat.
Theme for this golf course.
All we need is a couple of contraptions. You can knock some golf balls through, that's all.
Billy.
Come on, you work.
Great.
Who did this? This happened. Ever since I walked through that door, I have cooked, cleaned, scrubbed.
The slave mocking continues, but Joanna knows innately she isn't someone to be joked on. She brings them the dessert cream pie they were asking for. But then, when they gather to dig in, she suddenly brings a water spring cable and begins wetting them. She's having fun and wants to see if it's funny to mess with such jokes. But the moment changes into a fun time where Dean and the kids chase her around the house and the yard, bonding as a family and having a good time. The next day, she wakes the kids up and they go to school. There, the teacher summons Dean's kids and asks why they aren't taking a specific test they're supposed to. But the kids are distracted by the itching on their bodies, and the little ones can't stop mocking the teacher to her irritation.
Really? Concentrate, Greg. Stop that.
Doing real bad shit.
Now, if you concentrate, I'm sure you can control those little bodies. Is anyone at your home?
Yeah, our mom is.
Then I'm calling both your parents.
Mrs. Burbage, I'm Annie Prophet. What happened? I'm sorry. What are the Schwartzman-Heineken tests?
Your children are a discipline problem.
How did you do now?
Oh, they decided to play sick. Woman.
Oh, my God.
I'll see you later in the cafeteria.
Has it escaped your attention that these children have head-to-toe poison oak? And you can sit here and smugly lecture me on the importance of tests? And my children may be rotten, but they're mine. So I have no doubts whatsoever about their intelligence. I do, however, have serious doubts about yours.
At home, Joanna treats the kids and gives them cream to put on the itching skin. She is as motherly as anyone could be to kids. Dean, who seems to be present only for playing purposes with the kids, is getting ready to go out once again. This time, Joanna confronts him for being a reckless father and tells him to show some responsibility toward his kids.
You and me, we decided a long time ago, before we even
about discipline. I'm talking
stuff you shouldn't be talking about.
To make her feel better, Dean puts her into his bed and tells her she can sleep here and he will take the couch. He seems to have some respect and care for her now that they are communicating openly. To feel good, Joanna asks him to tell her something nice about herself that she did before. He makes up some stories and tells her about a time when she was once Employee of the Month at the burger place she worked at. Feeling somehow like she belongs to the normal world, she smiles and feels good about herself. The next day, the family barbecues in the yard, and Billy comes over.
When was I in Paris? In the
Wild
Navy.
things here. Go on.
Well, like the Taj Mahal.
Annie?
Hey, Trav, don't knock her up.
Yeah. Pick another one. Wonder Bread. Give me a Wonder. One rains. Like, hey, fiberglass. Perfect.
She discovers that Dean has taken a second job at night, doing hard labor just to earn more money for the family. Joanna is surprised and touched by his effort. She begins to see that Dean is not lazy or selfish. He is doing his best for his children. The next day, Joanna's heart softens. She starts to notice how kind, hardworking, and genuine Dean is. These are things she never paid attention to before in her old life among rich and self-centered people. Meanwhile, Dean is trying to get a job designing a miniature golf course. Joanna comes up with a creative idea for a world landmarks theme and even draws sketches to show the concept. The investors love the idea, and Dean gets the job thanks to her help. He realizes how much he's missed having a smart, supportive woman in his life.
I gotta tell her, Billy.
To Rob.
No, I'm your mommy.
Sometimes. Yes, I made it from macaroni.
I love it.
Him in the school play. I got an A in English. I'm flunking that.
You better work on it later on, huh?
You're just in time. Dr. Death is on the rampage.
Here, sit down.
What is it?
Dean thinks she's figured everything out, but once the tension builds up, he can't bring himself to tell her that she isn't his wife. These aren't her kids, and she is a rich woman who was abducted by a carpenter like him. He only tells her he forgot her birthday to diffuse the stress. To cover his panic, Dean quickly apologizes and makes up for it by planning a fun and romantic birthday celebration for her. That night, after music, laughter, and dancing, Joanna feels truly happy. As they return home, she knows in her heart that she has fallen in love with Dean. For the first time, they share a passionate and romantic night together, celebrating not just her birthday, but their growing love.
Oh, come on, guys. Hey, that's it.
Right.
No, I'm gonna spank him. I've had it.
Grant?
Hello.
This is
Andrew, point the boat back to Elk's Snout.
boring. It's not so bad to get dressed up every once in a while. I feel like the goddamn freak.
I gotta go put on a suit. Gertie's picking me up.
One day, Joanna comes across a pair of fancy panties in the car and becomes very suspicious. The panties have the initials JS written on them, and she considers that Dean must be cheating with another woman.
Little thing happens to be the #1 cause of divorce in this country.
Where's my jack? What, divorce? What are you, divorced?
Well, yeah, maybe I do.
Well, you can't have
Divorce if I want to. I don't need your permission.
JS is you. These are yours, and we're not married. They're God.
Hand out shovels.
Listen to me. I'm trying to tell you, these aren't your kids. You didn't bear anything.
They're still all clean.
All right, now I just told her about her not being your mother, and I want you to tell her too.
Dad, tell her what?
Tell her she's not your mother.
But she's all night pacing.
God damn it! You've never seen her before in your life.
Don't you speak to my...
What do you guys think you're doing?
We're not gonna let you ruin everything. We're keeping her. So do we. We like her, Dad!
Oh, you like her?
Dean.
Annie.
Please tell me everything. Be honest with me, Billy.
Annie, I confessed. The jig is up.
Jig is up, Billy. I'm finally trying to tell her the truth here.
I just did.
Billy couldn't bring himself to ruin the best thing going on for his friend. So instead of telling and admitting that she is JS, aka Joanna Staten, he lies that he was the one cheating on his wife and that the panties are related to him. Foolish Annie believes his words and is relieved by the fact that Dean is not cheating on her. Meanwhile, under pressure, Grant finally decides to act. He sails the yacht from Los Angeles to Elk Snout to bring Joanna back. Once he arrives, Grant easily finds Joanna and shows up at the house in a fancy limousine. Joanna, walking toward the house, sees him and says, "Hi, Grant." That simple greeting triggers her memory. Everything comes rushing back to her. The yacht, the wealth, her former life. Suddenly, she remembers who she truly is. Realizing this, she decides to return to her old life with Grant.
I have lots of money. I even have... Oh, thank you. Thank you for bringing me here and making me a wife and a... You're that sweaty carpenter who... And I don't belong with them. My name is not Annie.
She leaves Dean and the boys behind and boards the yacht, which is now heading for New York. But things don't feel the same in her old space. She no longer fits into her old world of luxury and fake smiles around her mother, who is eager to bring her back to her fancy reality.
Knows you so well, dear, and he only wants to help.
Champagne.
Why don't we all smoke? Well, why do I have to smoke? I never smoked. I get sick when I
I'm
smoke.
not interested in your therapy.
I had my nervous breakdown
Would
and
you
I...
like some?
I'd love some.
Put that down.
Good God.
Late in the night, she sits with the ship's cook and the crew, engaging in kind conversations, something she would never have done before. She even apologizes to Andrew, the loyal butler she had mistreated for years. Andrew notices that Joanna has changed and helps her realize that she is no longer the cold, spoiled woman she used to be. Joanna admits that she misses Dean and the boys terribly. She no longer belongs in the world of the wealthy. With a new sense of purpose, Joanna orders the yacht's captain to turn around and head back to Elk Snout.
Ship about. Andrew, go get Dr. Corman. Go! Get out of my way, Carl.
But, sir...
Ridiculous. Nobody leaves a state.
I don't love you anymore, Grant.
They should have kept you in the psycho ward of that hospital.
You snake. How could you?
Painted ladies. They love me.
Yes, I did leave.
Let's see. Ha ha.
He thinks he's God. Keep him busy.
All right, go over what, Grant? I want you to take a Valium. I don't have my prescription. Oh, here, take...
Sign my way, sir.
You call him fat, you little weasel. Come here. Yeah, I'm not your fat.
As the two boats get closer, Joanna and Dean finally spot each other. But before they can reunite, the Coast Guard gets an emergency call about illegal salmon poachers. At the same time, chaos breaks out on the yacht. Grant, who has completely lost his mind, tries to stop the ship from returning to Elk Snout. He fights the captain and Andrew, trying to steer the yacht himself. Dean, desperate to stop the yacht from sailing away, jumps into the ocean wearing a life jacket. By law, the Coast Guard must stop to rescue him. Joanna tries to do the same, but Andrew holds her back. Then he calmly says he can't allow her to jump without a life jacket. She smiles, takes the jacket from him, and jumps in after Dean. Before diving in, she tells Andrew to let her mother know she'll call her later.
I'll never let you go. You're my Annie, and you always will be.
Well, the truth is that it's mine. The boat, the money, everything. It's all...
Christmas list.
Oh, already?
How do you spell poor?
A little girl.
In the final scene, the family sits together happily. The boys excitedly begin writing their Christmas lists. One of them asks how to spell Portia. Dean looks at Joanna and jokingly asks, "What can I give you? You already have everything." Joanna smiles warmly and replies, "You could give me a little girl." They share a sweet kiss as the yacht sails into the peaceful sunset, marking the beginning of their new life together.